You revealed recently that you actually auditioned for the role of Steve Rogers back in Phase One. I'm just sort of curious, what do you remember most from that audition? Is there a memory of that day that stands out to you?
That's a good question.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Wyatt, dude, so good to see you, man. I am genuinely loving you in this, and seriously, it's really such a pleasure to chat with you. So thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
I'm going to jump into it. There's that great scene in the second episode where John is basically worried that everyone's going to hate him and wondering if he has what it takes. I'm sure that a lot of comparisons to that scene have been made. But as you're gearing up to play this part, did you have a similar moment where you kind of paused and thought, like, what in the hell am I doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you don't have that in sort of every movie that you do, then maybe you're doing the wrong movie. It's like, I think that doubt of things is sort of almost necessary in a way, because that means you're in the right spot sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. But it's good to be there. It's good to be uncomfortable in what you're doing and find the comfort in it while you're doing it. I think there was aspects of that.
I'm sort of curious, did you ever get the chance to speak with Chris Evans before you suited up? And if not, is there anything about his experience that you would just be curious about?
No, I never did get to speak to him. His experience is very different. Like I said, Chris did such a great job with building the MCU, or helping build the MCU in an iconic way. He's off doing bigger and better things now, in my opinion, and created a life for himself that he's earned, and so it is something he was probably, he wants to move on with his life. He's not just Captain America, he's many other things. So it was nice to be able to go do it and bring my own version to whatever it's going to be. For sure.
You revealed recently that you actually auditioned for the role of Steve Rogers back in Phase One. I'm just sort of curious, what do you remember most from that audition? Is there a memory of that day that stands out to you?
That's a good question. No, other than it was really just an audition to see if I think I was any good at acting. And I remember saying, so I just stand here and I just, read the lines. Like, that's it. I'm not putting a spin on it or anything special. I think the cast director liked that aspect of it, and it was good. But no, I don't remember too much about the day.
Well, as we wrap up, obviously your dad has been in the MCU before. He was fantastic in Guardians 2. And I'm sort of curious, hypothetically asking just a fun comic book nerdy question. If John Walker were to meet Ego, do you think there would be a moment where he paused and go like, we kind of look alike, you and I?
I think that if you didn't do that people would be asking a lot of questions. You would have missed somebody would have missed something along the way. And for that reason, I don't think we could ever probably be in anything together in the MCU, unfortunately. But yeah, maybe. I got it. Who knows? I think you'd have to.
Well, you never know what Marvel's going to do. But seriously, dude, I'm loving you in the show so far. And they've only shown us the first two, so I cannot wait to see what happens in the rest of the four. But seriously, you are just kicking all kinds of ass, man. And it really was an absolute pleasure to chat with you. And I know you're very busy, so I appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks, Jake. Take care.
Hi, man. Take care. Bye, guys.